Chapter 11, Design Disciplines. Learning Objectives. Discuss the use of graphic design in the visual communication of information and ideas. Explain the rise of motion graphics as a design discipline. Describe the uses of interactive design. Assess industrial products that integrate utility, technology, and cutting-edge design. Introduction. Michael Bierut, Saks Fifth Avenue logo. He had the challenge of renewing the Saks brand. He had 64 square pieces sliced from the original logo and recombined them randomly. It is still recognizable, but it's innovative and new. The challenges of designers are for solving problems and presenting solutions for a client and working in a number of disciplines. Michael Bierut's Saks Fifth Avenue logo, 2007. Graphic design is the process of working with words and pictures to enhance visual communication. It's mostly involving designing materials to be printed. Most frequent art form encountered in daily life. It's a creative process employing art and technology. Typography. The art and technique of composing printed material from letter forms, typefaces, or fonts. Decades ago, typewriters mostly had the same typeface. Since Chinese invention of printing, thousands of typefaces have been created. Typography. Roman letters are based on capital letters carved in stone by the early Romans. Their strokes are ending in serifs. They are short lines with pointed ends at an angle to the main strokes, like the F to the left. Term Roman means not italic. Sans serif fonts have a modern look without serifs, the F on the right. Typography. Today, redesigns incorporate readability and contemporary preference. This is Donald Meeker. His changes to Clearview Highway typeface. It expanded the hollow spaces for better readability. He improved the interstate highway signs. This is Donald Meeker, Clearview Highway typeface, 2004 to present. Heidi Cody has created here American Alphabet. It has all 26 letters and the initials of corporate logos. It shows how indoctrinated, branded we are. American Alphabet, year 2000, a set of 26 aluminum light boxes which feature the isolated first letters of American grocery products. Jonathan Cuervo Cisneros redesigns and updates old fonts. His font is Febril. It's based on black letter typefaces found on documents in colonial Latin America. He slanted the letters backward. He added frilly details to the capitals and created it digitally, and he offers it for sale on a website. This is Jonathan Cuervo Cisneros, Febril type font, 2014. Logos, an identifying mark or trademark based on letter forms combined with pictorial elements. Companies spend large sums on graphic design. The Sovereign Bank logo is on the right, just to the right. Its lantern sheds light. It's prim and traditional, as you would expect from a bank. Colonial Bank logo, it's based on the letter C. Has an image of an eagle standing guard. And the purpose of Superflex's bank series is taking these logos and appropriating them. It examines how logos communicate information without typography. Superflex Bankrupt Bank series, appropriated logos without typography. This is 2012, acrylic on cotton, 79 inches by 79 inches. Posters and other graphics. The poster combines type and images in a single panel to provide information. The concept is more than 100 years old. Early posters are mostly lithographs. A well-known poster maker was Toulouse-Lautrec. Advances in technology occurred in the 20s and 30s. Here's an example of his Moulin Rouge poster, Toulouse-Lautrec. Posters and other graphics are for social causes that are easily expressed, like from the Black Panther Party and the Chicano movement. Here's an example of the Guerrilla Girls. It's a protest of inadequate representation of women in the art world from the 80s, and customarily they would wear a gorilla mask. They would position these outside of museums because women were not shown enough in the museums. This is Chaz Maviang Davies. Seeking asylum is a human right. It reminds us of the human right to seek asylum. Seeking asylum is a human right, 2016. Getting out information. Portlandia, this poster uses humor. Cold open poster for Portlandia, 2015. Jonathan Barnbrook, a series of pictograms called Olympukes for 2010 Winter Olympic Games. This one is drowning in advertising based on the Coca-Cola advertisement. It's available for free as wallpaper for iPhones. Posters and other graphics are used for book covers. They function like corporate logos, the uniting image and text to extend the message of a book. This is Janet Hansen's Voices in the Night. It suggests a turn-down bed sheet. It's a book cover from 2015. Visual effects, live action, and animation are used in a two-dimensional project that moves. Motion graphics began with the title sequences in Hollywood, roll of credits at the beginning of a film. Saul Bass innovated the opening title sequence as a climate for the story to follow in the early 60s. This is Kyle Cooper 7. It's most original use of new technologies of computer applications. Here we have layered images, film clips, and spoiled type. Title sequence for 7, 1995. Many designers still crave the hand-drawn look. Karen Fong, fast-moving sequence for Rubicon. Title sequence work was nominated for an Emmy. Karen Fong, trial frames for title sequence to Rubicon, 2010. Karen Fong animating new narratives. Main titles invite the audience to leave the real world and go to this other place. Coining of Infopeel, a template of moving shapes with spaces for the insertion of dates of upcoming events and photos of performers. Emphasis is on relationship between image, story, and word. Here's Karen Fong. Karen Fong and Mark Gardner, Lincoln Center Infopeel, 2009. It's an outdoor motion graphics display at 65th Street and Broadway, New York. Designs that organize interactive information while keeping layouts attractive. QR or quick response codes. 2009 building in Japan built one onto its surface. The information about the building's hours of operation, sales inside, and recent tweets from users. It's an alternative to billboards. It doesn't push the content on anyone. It requires the user to activate it. Websites are the typical medium for interactive design. The major source of information for all of us. This well-designed site makes information gathering enjoyable. The Sonic C. Graphics and color scheme are peaceful, and it links to take action. Imaginary Forces, website for the Sonic C, 2015. Henry Chain designer. Smartphone apps. Inks, interactive game like pinball, but it's artistic using colors and pads. The results of non-representational paintings can be saved, printed, or shared. Users can amass a gallery of their own creations. State of Play, Inks, 2016 handheld device game app. Industrial design works to make everyday products more beautiful, useful, sustainable. It integrates utility, technology, cutting-edge design. This is a Sony Corporation's TR610 in 1957. It's a handheld small speaker antenna radio. Customers could choose color. It's more than 2 million were sold in 2 years. Transistor radio. The BMW Concept e-scooter benefited from lithium-ion batteries. It broadened the use of electricity. There's no gas tank or tailpipe, but its structure suggests speed. It's nearly silent with zero emissions, promoting green. The battery chair. Andrew Jones rethought the mundane chair. The overall shape suggests a flower, which equals flirt, which means flower. It has a stackable design. It has a cartoony shape that suggests informality and relaxation and encourages a relaxed posture. The battery chair, 2014. And that's all.